trick or treat.
Sorry, Sebastian, but I don't have any candy.
Then you get a trick.
No way! You're supposed to trick or treat at people's houses, not my desk.
There's no rules about where you can go trick or treating.
What if I give you something besides candy?
Like what?
How about something you're always asking for, but never have?
Ooh, a riddle. Okay,
A girlfriend? He's always asking for one, but never can seem to find one.
Straight cooked me, Sophie. Nice one.
I know.
Well, Jess, are you setting me up with one of your friends?
No, I was talking about a pencil.
Boring.
Maybe, but like a girlfriend, you never seem to have one.
When you're older, you're gonna be one of those houses that give out toothpaste instead of candy, aren't you?
Do not hate on the toothpaste house. It prevents cavities and doesn't go bad after 1 month.
Who still has candy after a month? I usually eat it in 2 nights.
You gonna eat your candy? I have to sell mine to the dentist.
I'll give you some of mine this year.
Wow, thanks. The more sugar, the better.
I plan on being the house that does palm readings. Do you want me to read yours? No. And don't even think about trying to touch me again. Stay in your creepy little bubble.
Happy Halloween! I hope you all did your creative writing assignments and wrote a spooky story to share with the class today. Sebastian, you're up. Once upon a time, I was in Mr. Hansen's class, and he made me perform a spooky story in front of the class. The end. Not funny, Sebastian. Obviously, you told me to perform a spooky story, not a funny story. Come on, share something that's really spooky. I don't know what you're talking about. Any story with you in it is scary. Okay, you can sit down, or you can go to the principal's office.
I'll sit, thanks.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go. Once upon a time in the land of the undead.
Land of the undead? You mean the living?
No questions until after my presentation, please. There was a kind-hearted ghost who longed for friendship instead of scaring people. When a paranormal therapist moved into the mansion with his daughter, the ghost decided to befriend them and help them with the scary spirits that haunted the mansion. And
isn't that the plot of Casper?
No. This is my biography, and my ghost is right there. Say hi, ghost.
Okay, thank you, Rachel.
My story isn't over.
We've all seen the movie. We know how it ends.
This isn't Casper the ghost. I guess you'll never know what spooky things happen next. You've upset me and my ghost.
Can I go next?
Please. I decided to write my scary story in the form of a poem. 8 legs, 8 eyes, you give me the creeps day and night. Stay out of my home, stay out of my bed, or you will make my face go red. Not from anger, but from tears. I'm scared of you. My biggest fear, spiders. Now that is a spooky story. I'm with you. Just hearing the story gave me the chills.
Oh, please, what a snooze. Do you want to hear something that's actually scary?
Would you like to go next, Sophie?
Yes, but be prepared to sleep with the lights on tonight. It was a cold Halloween night, and a girl walked home alone in the woods. The air was cold against her face. Normally, she wouldn't go through the woods alone, but it was the quickest way to her house, and she was already well past curfew. As she walked, she began to hear something behind her, something breathing heavy. Was it a vampire? A werewolf? Some other creature? She held her breath, hoping to not make a sound, to not be heard by this creature. Then all of a sudden, Ghostface jumps out at her and...
Ah! Guys, relax. It's me. Happy Halloween.
Brittany, you're Ghostface?
No, Charlie, it's just a Halloween costume.
What are you doing here? Miss, what are you doing here interrupting my class?
You must be Mr. Hansen. I got transferred into this class and thought I'd make a great first impression.
If that's what you consider a good first impression, it's going to be a very long year. Sophie and Brittany, have a seat.
Are you seriously getting transferred to this class?
Yep,
Turns out Miss Reynolds had my brother and was not a fan. So as soon as she saw my last name, she put in a request for me to be transferred. And since this desk never got filled, I got a switch.
But what about your new BFF in the other class? Jess, you're my BFF. That's it.
Girls, stop talking or I'm going to have to separate you. Good luck with that. They'll find a way to talk even from across the room. Who else has a spooky story to share?
Ooh, I love spooky stories. I'll go.
I think you scared us enough for one day.
Okay, Charlie, I'll try not to make it too spooky.
Every night, Leo would hear soft little footsteps outside his window. But whenever he looked, nothing was ever there. Except for one night, he saw a pale face with glowing eyes and tiny fangs pressed against his window, saying, "Can I come in? I promise I won't bite." Leo had never seen a vampire before. He wasn't sure if he should be scared or curious. He went up to the window and slowly opened it, and all of a sudden the little vampire jumps inside and says, "I heard you're really good at 99 Nights in the Forest. Want to play together?" From that night on, the two played every single full moon. The end.
Did they ever play Grow a Garden?
I don't know, Charlie. It's a made-up story.
Dang, I wish I could play video games.
Great job, Brittany. I'm impressed.
Thank you.
And we have one student left. Jess, please come share your spooky story.
Once upon a time, in a small, quiet town, there was a zombie apocalypse, and everyone in the town was scared of the zombies except for Gary. One day, a zombie was seen lurking down the streets, and all the humans were running and screaming in the opposite direction except for Gary. Gary looks at the zombie straight in the face and smiles and says, "Hi, I'm Gary." The zombie looks at Gary straight in the eyes and gets closer and closer to Gary. Soon they are so close they could almost kiss. Gary's eyes are watering from the smell of death exuding from the zombie's pores. The zombie looks at Gary and says, "Brains." Gary says, "Yeah, one of us has a brain." Then the zombie lurches forward, devouring Gary and slurping up every single part of his brain. The end.
Ew. Gary's a dingbat. Your story made me ill. Jess, I don't think you understood the assignment.
What do you mean? That was spooky. He got eaten alive.
Which is a gross story, but not a spooky story.
Getting eaten alive plus a zombie apocalypse? That's like the definition of horror.
Our spooky story winner is Charlie with his scary poem about spiders.
Yes! What did I win?
5 points extra credit.
But I already have 200% in the class.
Then you can give the extra points to me.
Sure.
Even with the extra credit, you will still have an F, Sebastian. So what I'm hearing is it'll go up from an F minus. Happy Halloween to me! Well, I hope you all have a safe and happy Halloween. I will be spending mine alone at the dark with the lights off so no one comes to my door.
You're like the Grinch of Halloween, aren't you?
No, I just hate having to get up every 30 seconds to pass out candy. I would prefer to pretend I'm not home.
Yep, you're the Grinch.
If you want, I could see if my ghost will stand outside your house and scare everyone away.
I'm good. Thanks.
If you change your mind, let us know.
So if you don't have treats, do you get tricked every year?
Sebastian, you do know trick or treat doesn't mean you'll trick them if they don't give you a treat, right?
What does it mean?
The trick in trick or treat is the expectation that you will perform something like magic or a silly dance. So you knock on their door and you say, "Trick, perform something for me," or "Treat, give me a piece of candy." Trick or treat, not trick if there's no treat.
Then I owe a lot of people apologies for TPing their house when they're out of candy.
And now you can't trick me for not giving you candy.
Fine. I had the perfect trick plan too. Oh, and there's the bell. Happy Halloween, class.
Happy Halloween.